Hello back, YouTube. It has been a long time I haven't worked on that medieval area, and we are back at it. So after 2 months of interruption, we are trying to focus again on that plottable area medieval, trying to improve the clouds. So we have just improved the clouds by making them a bit more realistic, a bit closer to what I have explored recently with plottable clouds, and now we are going to focus on making the particles, like the projectiles of the bowmans. So literally the the arrows from the bowman, as well as the fireball from the machines, from the siege machines. So yeah, we are going to focus on that now. We are going to continue doing some coding. At the same time, we have the plotting prototype. We have so many things to improve. It's going to still take me some hours of development. Even like the mountains are not as good as I would like. So yeah, so many things. And the placement is fully random today. We have a lot of inconsistencies. The C is too boring today. So yeah, we have to focus on this in future sessions. Now I'm trying to focus on making the castle a bit better, making it collide with the other shapes. Today it doesn't. Sometimes we see the sun is in front of the castle, or like we have lines stroking through it. So yeah, I think I will focus first on that, and then we will move on to making some projectiles. So yeah, let's see what we need to improve. So right now there's only one castle, which probably going to be the target, but for testing purpose, we can actually configure that. And saying, okay, I want 10 castles on the mountain. Maybe it's never going to be possible. Maybe there's no room for so much castles, but it allows us for now to develop the mechanism here. So what is the mechanism we want? Well, we want to paint into our masks that is used to clip the strokes, so we don't paint over the castle. So because we already have some objects here, we don't want the sun to be drawn over it. And so to do that, we need to improve that part. So I think I will start here. I will have to return some polygons here from the castle function. So the castle is my function, my drawing function that where I basically say, hey, I want a castle at this position, and here is a random number generator. Just use it to figure out how a random version of a castle. And so far it was returning me only some strokes, some routes, some path to draw. So all the small strokes to draw the castle. Now I will want that, but I will also want to know the boundaries of that castle, so I can paint and I can avoid any collision. So yeah, we will have to improve the function. So once we have the polygon, we will be able to do, okay, for each polygon, like that. For each polygon, I can mask dot paint polygon, and this is a helper on the mask. Okay, I don't have a mask. Why? I thought I had a mask, but it must be used. Oh yeah, I think it's another name. What? You are telling me that I have never created that mask yet? It seems like so. Which means we didn't add a complex collision yet to figure out. So I will have to put this back. I will have to create this concept. Okay, because I have just done one for the clouds, but it's actually done a bit lower. Okay, because we are first putting the, which makes sense. I mean, we are first putting the castle on the mountains, and then we are drawing the sky. So we just can move up the mask I have created here. Where is it? Oh my god, I'm so slow. I just created a... Okay, here we have our painting mask. Okay, wait, let's put it here. Actually, we are in a loop here, I think, yeah. So more like here. So that mask will have to be used also by the sun when it's drawing to not draw over the castle. So we have to also improve that. Oh yeah, here we were actually looking in the clouds. Instead of looking in the clouds, we can just look in the mask because we already have the... Okay, so it collides if it's painted. So we don't need to look up anymore at the clouds. We just can check in the mask. All right, that's better now. We just remain to implement the castle function, which now needs to return routes and polygons. So what's a polygon? I think we have represented as a list of points. Okay, so let's define a list of polygons. Okay, and here it's like a lot of code just to draw all the castles. It's like very verbose and spaghetti code, but it does the work. But yeah, I think I could like modularize a bit some parts, because it's like, okay, we are making the wall, we are making the cross, we are making the chapel, we are making like the tower or whatever. So all the small parts could be splitted in parts, because we will want to reuse and make more complex castles in the near future. So yeah, I have to make it a bit more generic. I have to improve it. But for now, what could be the boundary box? We could we could simplify and say, okay, we are just making a square for now, and maybe we can just try that first. Let's just push a square shape. The thing is, I'm not even sure what are the positions here. Okay, so we have, what do we have? Y base. Well, when we make the wall, I guess we are more or less making a square, but oh, this code is pretty old. I wrote it back in last year, November, when I wrote this castle postcards for the Inktober. It was actually in October. Okay, main tower height, scale time. Okay, so the scale is an important factor here. Wall center, and then we need the width. Left peak. Okay, let's let's see if we can just make some kind of polygon that will start on the left. Okay, let's make left peak. I think it's just having X and Y here. So if we make, I think we don't need to go back here. Okay, left, then we go right, and then we have some kind of height here, which is going to be scale time 20. I think it's like having hard-coded value like that, like the chapel. What is the height? Main top roof. Okay, we have a y coordinate. Oh, this is going it's going crazy. Okay. Okay, maybe the y coordinate is actually what we are looking for to try to figure out the y position. Okay, left, right, then we go up. Okay, what if we do that? And maybe maybe we just add it in the routes as well to plot it. Okay, it's okay, it's temporary, so we don't need to factorize. Okay. Oh, okay, it's... Wait, what? Left, right, right up. Left up. Something is not correct. Okay, maybe the y coordinate is not what I was... Oh yeah, it's something... Okay, it's something else. Well. How do we calculate the top of the chapel? Which does not always happen, so we have to be careful. Okay, it's wall center minus... Okay, well, let's set this for now. I have to change my mouse battery. Okay, it seems better now. We have a square, but it's below the chapel roof. Also, we have to go lower. Okay, it seems like we are not perfectly boundary. Yeah, it's not the perfect boundaries of everything. Sometimes there's no towers. Okay, I forgot about that. We will figure this out. Bear with me. What's going on here? Well, we can. Okay, it seems like we have to push a bit. Like we have to have some padding because the tower is pushing a bit left and right. And I guess it's also random. So do we have a variable already for that? Probably not. Left peak. Okay, we will go simple for now, but we know we have to improve this stuff. I think the best will be to make one polygon for each element, and we just add some padding around it. But for now we go simple. Okay. Okay, let's say we have also some X padding to take into account because it seems like we have the top here to figure out. Or we just make this the global padding anyway. Okay, what's the chapel height? Well, we don't know that, that's the problem. Maybe there's no chapel. Well, isn't it better if we make one boundary box for each element already? Like, yeah, I think it does. It makes more sense. It will be easier as well. And for now, we can just draw them as well. Okay. Let's push. Okay. Okay, so we have a padding around each polygon. And so what do we have here? We have a wall. So we know the position of the wall. It's left peak. Okay. I think we can already push this square. Okay, so this works. We have to also use our polygon padding. Here it's a plus. Yeah. It's actually a plus and yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that push away the objects to not collide with the wall of the castle, but it's not working for the sun. So we seem to already have a problem here. Okay. Next, the towers. Oh my god, that's what is all this code? That's crazy. Why do we have a loop here? Oh yeah, that's for the small windows. Okay, so here we have the code A minus D. Because it's made of a few parts. And I'm trying to see if we should make 2 polygons for the tower. Yeah, I think so. Right side path. Okay. I will try to just focus on the top of the tower first. Okay, so A and B, what are these values? A and B, it's like the bottom and I'm lost. Oh yeah, okay, so it's the bottom position, left and right of the tower. Okay. Well, that makes it easy for the main tower, but yeah, something like that. But then it doesn't make the head. And we also need to remove the, oh, that's so annoying. We have also to remove the padding. Yeah, it sucks to do everything by hand here, but no choice. Okay, so we should see a square around the tower. Yeah, more or less a rectangle. Okay. Yeah, it's not closed, so it's okay. It's normal. Now we just need the top as well. I think polypad can be reduced as well. Polypad is too high. Okay, so how do we do that? Minus D1, okay. Okay, so D1 is our delta, is our diff. Okay. Okay, minus D1 plus D1. And minus something, which is like the height of the top. H1. Nope, almost. Oh yeah, there is like the Merlon. Okay, what is the size here? Merlon H. Oh my god, this is unreadable. Okay. So this is the boundaries of the tower body. Boundaries of the tower head. Cool. Well, it seems to work anyway. Now we just need the chapel. I think it's hard for you to understand what am I doing right now, but hopefully it will all make sense when I finally can collide. Oh, you see, it's actually reversed. Okay. I think my logic for the sun collision is wrong. The mask dot is painted should be not, and it will all start making sense. We were like drawing the sun inside. Oh, okay. So now we start colliding with the castle. And we have this dumb strokes that I have to remove. The debugging. Okay. Okay. So we need to add the castle, the chapel collision. The chapel. It's not pixel perfect. Like we can improve the polygon of the tower head. Because it's not strictly just a square, it's like an hexagon. Let's see. Yeah, we don't want this weird edge. We can add a point. Here. Okay, so it's like we don't add this yet. And but then we just move down by D1. No. Hold on. Okay, yeah. we don't have this, but here we just D1, and then we need the same for A. Mm. Mm. No idea if it works. Oh my god, this is unreadable. Okay, let's return that. Let's debug directly here. We return just the shape. Is this correctly shaped? Yeah, it seems like. So this should correctly be the polygon of the tower head. But it's weird. Oh yeah, I think we are just doing a weird sun clipping. Like the sun clipping logic is just approximative, and we have to add a note about that. The sun clipping logic is not accurate enough. And we noticed that in the past, and I know why, because we are making a spiral for the circle, but it's like we are doing small increment, small segment, and for each point of the segment, of the spiral, we are checking, is it inside or not an object, and we are not doing enough iteration to make it accurate. We have to be more precise with the clipping logic. Okay, so let's finalize the chapel now. We have to make a triangle and a square and a rectangle, I guess. Okay, so how we do that? How do we do that? Well, it seems like here we have... Seems like we have here the logic for the triangle. Seems like we can also push this in the polygons. But then we're just going to remove some padding. Well, actually, it's better if we don't add it here, because we will have another rectangle. Okay, X main tower width. Why do we have twice? I don't know. Well, it seems to work here. The chapel roof. Now we just need to have the remaining rectangle. The plot looks pretty cool. But on the boat, like we have too much density, too much people, it's hard to see. It's hard to read. So yeah, I have to figure this out. And we have too much reflection. Something is wrong in this reflection. It's not. I don't know what to fix about that, but I feel we have to literally reflect the exact same shape down and just alter them. I think we will rethink how we do reflection now, maybe to innovate a bit. We can try that after the projectile. I just want to finish this nightmare of boundaries. I just don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's a plus and a minus. I was so confused. Okay. Okay. Well, everything makes sense now. Well, we should factorize this, but whatever. Hopefully we have some copilot that can help us. X and Y, okay. It's just wrong. It's just not able to understand what I need to do here. What? Why is this totally wrong? Why is it doing that? Okay. Okay, so now we have the same X, yeah, and the Y is going to be minus main. Yeah, okay, that's correct. And here we have the same Y. And okay. So that should work. Okay. How on earth did it manage to infer it's a roof? I don't know. I didn't say roof anywhere. Oh yeah, it is here. Great. Okay, so we have finally we have some collision of the castle, even though the castle are quite boring right now. I mean, we are used to this, and the idea is it's going to improve a lot. We will have more buildings in that castle, whatever. But now, since we have made the boundaries of the castle, we can collide it into each other, like into its inside. Like we can stack castle or whatever, stack some castle parts and compose a random castle with a chapel, a tower, like a wall. We can put everything together. That's gonna be fun. But for now, we will focus back on our projectiles. So we wanted to implement projectiles for the bowmans as well as the trebuchet. So I don't know where the bowmen are, but right now they are placed pretty randomly, I think. Yeah, we just pick a random position and put someone here, and well, we can go far. We can go even more. We can go even farther in terms of numbers. But yeah, we want also to have a spearman with shield in front of the battlefield, and yeah, we have to organize them better. But for now, we just are going to randomly place them like that. They are still following a certain level, like a mountain. So we can see it's like follows a curve. And it's because we use... How do we do that actually? I don't remember. Oh yeah, we use the middle level map. So the idea of middle level is like, since we are building a mountain one on top of each other, we are taking the middle mountain, and this is where the attackers are. And then we have a second mountain behind, like the background mountain, where the castle will be built on. Or even, I don't know how much mountain stack we have, but this is a bit the idea, so to have some depth. And I think in the future we may want to highlight even more the different levels, the different layers, but still great that they are like almost connected, so we can see everything is like glued together, which is great. So okay, anyway, the idea is now to make an arrow from the bowman to the castle, and it's going to be curved. It's going in the water sometimes. Yeah, I think we have to threshold that. Fix me. Avoid going in the water, please. Okay. So I'm tempted to improve the the reflection, but let's try to focus on a projectile. First, the arrows for the trebuchet projectile, it's a bit more complex. Maybe we will come back after doing the better reflection. Okay, so I have intentionally put a lot of people here. We can lower that number later. But just this idea that we have a crowd of attackers and they are going to all throw one arrow. And so let's figure out how we do that. So bowman is having a position. Okay, cool. Now, do we know where the castle is? And I think we don't, because we have not built it before. Did we? Where do we put the castle? I think it's after the mountain. Oh yeah, it's after. So it's a bit annoying in this order of things because we have the defender after the attackers, which makes no sense because we need first to know where the defenders are. So can we actually move that logic? Let's see. Can we move that big bunch of code into here? Castles. Okay. And before the sky. Let's see if it compiles. It shouldn't change anything, but now at least we know the castle first. Okay, it seems to work. So since we have built the defender first, we can store some information about the position of the castle. So maybe we make castle positions. Okay, castle, where do we put that? Okay, so, well, it's more or less hidden in that. So peak is like the polyline following the mountain. That means the first point is the left and the last point is the right position. And from that, we can infer more or less the center of the castle. But another idea is we can return the center from the function itself. That's probably simplifies everything. And in that case, we cannot calculate it. Okay, so where is that center? Well, we should know based on the calculated value here. Where is that? Left peak. Okay, left peak, right peak. We can take the middle of that, but then we can elevate it with the tower. No, the wall height, I guess. I guess the center can be the center of the wall. Yeah, let's do that. So wall height. Okay, so we take the middle. That's it. Yeah, we take the middle and where is the wall? I think we have a middle somewhere. Wall center. Okay, perfect. Hello and welcome, Yazeyakul. Welcome here. Sorry if I hope I didn't pronounce it badly. What's up? Yeah, good, and you? Welcome, welcome. We are coding some generative art piece. It's like a procedural way of drawing. I write code and my program is going to generate variation of that medieval piece. Except right now it's not compiling, so nothing happens on the right side. Why is it not compiling, by the way? Oh yeah, I forgot to return the center at the end. Okay, so yeah, I'm writing some code. Wall center. Okay, so we are trying to make arrows. Like all the bowmans are going to throw arrows to the castle. So I'm trying to figure out the position of the arrows. And I need the center of the castle, which I'm trying to calculate here. But now, why is this red here? Where is the error? I don't see it. Ah, okay. Castle positions. Oh yeah, because I have not used it yet. Okay, so we have our castles. Where is it used? Castle. Okay. Center. Perfect. So we can push the center. And finally, we should have something refreshing. Okay. But no projectile yet because we are basically starting. Okay, so when we make our bowman, we know the position. We now know the castle position, so we can ask for placing an arrow along that from origin to the castle center. So let's see. Okay, so we want a projectile. Why is this colored? Oh, okay. Okay, so we can add in the routes like all the strokes to draw my bowman. We can add it also the arrows. So we will make arrow projectile. And we will have our origin, we will have the destination of the arrow, which is our castle center. And we can take it from, like we can take a random is this working? Sample. Yeah, we can take a random position. So if we have two castles, we will just fire on two randomly. And then the last stuff is to choose a random value between 0 and 1. which will be the position of the arrows. Like, is it about to get to start, or do we touch the castle? I guess we just don't want to touch it. Maybe a value between 10% and 90%. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, I don't know the proper RNG sample. Require a bound. Okay, maybe it's not what I was thinking. Okay, well, whatever. We just can do also a random value between 0 and the number of castle positions. Okay, and now we just need to develop to actually code that function. And this is where the fun begins, because, well, it's easy to do it linearly, like do a straight line between the bowman and the castle, but it's not what we want. It's not, we want a curve. So yeah, well, we can first try to do it. Okay, destination. Then we add like the position, like the percentage. And this is going to return us a bunch of points. Okay, so first of all, we can just return a straight line between origin and destination just to see if it works. So instead of drawing our actual projectile, we will make a straight line between the bowman and the castle. Well, some error. Oh yeah, that's just, yeah. To make it more generic, we just are going to return a bunch of lines, even though we know we only have one. And still not, still not correct. Why is that? I don't see what's going on now. Oh, routes is not mutable. Okay, make it. Okay. Well, everyone is firing. Oh, so the wall center is not what I was thinking it is. Okay. The castle center, I don't want it to be here. I wanted it to be in the top of the wall. Wall center. Wall center. Okay, so where is this? Wall top. Wall height. And then what's weird is the position of the start. Because it's like probably under the, that's weird. What? Okay, well, we have to figure this out. Well, it's not really important, the position anyway. Now it's okay. How do we do our bows, our arrows? How do we place them? I think first of all we can calculate the linear version. So we just need to interpolate our positions. So let's see if we can calculate, yeah, lerp point. Okay, so what should be the length of our arrow? I guess we can hard code it to something. Then we are going to make a stroke which is from the point P minus. Okay, we need to calculate the trigonometry here. So cosinus and sinus, and just here we will do that, but divided by 2. And now we can add that 2 points. Wow. Okay. Something is broken because I did a mistake here. So in a way it works, but we miss a bit a curvy thingy. So it's like we wanted to stretch it on top. I don't know yet how to do it, but I think we just can add, like the y coordinate can be, yeah, can have some added value depending on the percentage being close to 50%. When it's 50%, it's like it's very high in the sky. So it's like this curve, right? So it's like following a cubic, not a cubic, but like a quadratic curve, quadratic. So it's like the square of the position. Okay, there's something about that I think to add on the y coordinate of the position P. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to do a small pause on my side, and we'll be back shortly. Do I have a scene for that? Coming back shortly, something? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I do. Petite pause. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so just to come back on the idea here. Excalibur, let's do a small graph to explain it. So what I'm trying to do, oh, this is all our fancy fancy charts. I'm trying to, so we have our stickman, our bowman, which is a small stickman, which just is very simple, whatever. Anyway, it's just having a bow, whatever, and it's going to throw an arrow on our castle. So we have a center here. We have an origin position and a destination. So at the moment we are picking a random point along that path, and we are drawing somewhere here. We are drawing the arrow, but what we want instead is to make a curve. And yeah, choosing along that curve a place where we will make our arrow. The thing is, it's not going anymore to follow the angle. So not only we can we have to calculate the new position, but we also have to calculate the new angle. But fortunately, I think it's not so hard. Basically, I think we can have some kind of quadratic curve like that. We add up on top of that, and we more or less going to, like here, I think basically this curve, if you consider it as a like a vector value, like a value from like if this is a ground, if this is 0 here, it's the 0. Well, if you take the value of that and you add it on that line, then you get that curve. So that's basically should be the easy part. And now we need to so we pick a random position. That's easy, but then then to calculate the angle, we have to sample 2 points and calculate the angle. Yeah, I think that everything should be straightforward. So, okay, so we today have not added this value. How do we calculate a curve like that? So we are moving from 0 to 1. And we want to calculate something with the center here. So yeah, I think we just can do some calculation. I think it's quite easy. So this is the value. So we can normalize that value. So the distance with the 50% basically, we can do it like that. So let's see. Let's consider value to be the value from 0 to 1 here. So here it will be 1. Or actually whatever h, because it's going to be the height of the curve. Yeah. So we can hardcode it to something, but I think this should be a parameter. Okay, so curve h time. So now I think what's interesting is 0.5 minus the percentage, but we take the absolute value. And that value, 0.5 minus the percentage, is going to be 0 here and 0.5 on the edges. So that means we can actually remove 0.5. So that makes it 0.5 in the middle and 0 on the extremes. But then we need to double that. Okay. But here we just did a triangle. We did basically this. We didn't have yet a quadratic version of that, but if we do a square root, I think it does that. It's all theoretical. Yeah, I think it is, because if you do the here it's 1. Here it's 0.7, whatever. If you do the square of that, it's going to actually do that. And the square root is going to do the reverse. I don't think it's exactly doing what we want. I think we will have to graph it somewhere to check. But I think it should work. So this value should be actually the dy that we will add on P. The thing is, as we said, we have to sample 2 points to calculate the angle. So the angle can no longer be calculated like that. We have to find another way. So it's like we have to make that a function. Lookup projectile curve, which returns a position xy. And I think we just have these same values here, but we will have the curve h, which basically is the amplitude of like how high it goes. I think there's a name for that, I don't know. Oh, I think we had 5 viewers just when I was doing my pause. Great. Okay, let's move this code here. I think that's it. I think we have everything we need. Okay, now we have. Okay, let's put this here for now. We have to sample 2 points. Yeah, we forgot about that. So, okay, how do we do it here? Okay, so we have. I don't know how to name this. S1. S2, and we just need them to calculate the angle Okay, is this working now? I think it is, but we have to increase that value. Let's put it as an external parameter as well. And I think it's good to make the top more or less the middle of the sky, I think. I don't know. But let's see. Maybe we just use a center. So it's like this value is literally the position of the center of this castle, and we use it to add up the curve. So we'll try to make the arrow touch the top of the paper, basically. Not exactly, but we'll see. Okay, what's up now? What did I broke? Curve H. Oh, that sucks. I don't know. I don't see the error. What's going on? Ah. What? It isn't... I think everything is wrong here. It should be minus. So why is everything broken now? It never worked. What? What did I broke? Oh, that's great. Length. Okay, I think the length also should be a parameter, by the way. So this must return something bad because we don't see anything anymore. So let's see. Oh yeah, NaN, not a number. Okay, so what did we do wrong on the square root? Maybe it's negative. Absolute minus. Oh yeah, minus. Okay. It's actually, yeah, my logic was wrong. It's 0.5 minus. And this, well, this should not be, okay, max 0 and min 1. Okay, look at that. That looks to work. Now everything is a bit too perfect. Like everyone is aiming accurately, but Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Something is weird because it's supposed to be balanced between the bowman and the castle, but it looks like every arrows are close to the castle. Maybe it's because it's converging to that place, to that location. So it sounds like we actually want to not just use a center, but we can displace a bit the destination, because that doesn't look like so natural to me. I think the destination of the arrow should have some randomness. Okay, what is the size? Okay, well, we'll just have a hard-coded value for now. Okay, now it's weird again. Okay. Okay, if we make it more frequent to be starting on the bowman, I guess that's balance a bit more things. But well, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too random, I think. Yeah, something isn't right. I don't know what to say, but something doesn't feel good. Okay, what about making this more organized because arrows are going to be thrown more or less at the same time, so maybe it goes by waves, and it's like we can try to make this more in the middle to regroup a bit the arrows. Yeah, it's even worse. It's like we don't know from where it's coming from. So we are going too high, I think. Doesn't make sense now. Okay, so we maybe can where is it? Okay, curve H. Maybe we just do half of that. So we take the middle of the sky, more or less, like in between the top and... Oh, it broke. What? Okay. Nope. Yeah. This one is better, but here it's, yeah, it's weird. Maybe it shouldn't be too close to the castle, maybe? Like here. Maybe this value is random as well. Everything is too random. If we put too much randomness, we don't understand where the arrows are coming from. This is why maybe we need to group the archer, the bowmans. Okay. Well. Maybe we don't want that. Anyway, the bowman shouldn't occupy the whole space. That's wrong. We should have more areas. And then maybe it's okay to have arrows almost touching the castle. Oh yeah, okay. Here it's full random, full randomness of their placement. Okay, if y is greater than horizon, where is the horizon? Y horizon, okay. Minus. It's just to not have them in the water. Okay, do we have Perlin noise here? Perlin? Yeah. Okay, so maybe we just do a small trick here, which is just use some Perlin noise based on X and some, I don't know, some seed. Do we have a seed? No, we don't have a seed. Just to have groups, like we have like a blank, like holes in the crowd, in the crowd based on the X. Yeah, simplex, whatever. I just need to have a texture that will drive me that will tell me if there is someone or not. Okay, we need some kind of unique seed so we can have different versions. Okay, so if this is, so it's going to be between minus 0.5 and 0.5, so whatever, if it's negative, we continue, so we don't put a man here. So, okay, so now we have holes in the construction of the placement, but then we can do also like control this frequency and play with different values to have more or less like big groups or not. Okay, so if we lower it, I guess that makes bigger group, bigger areas. Okay, so one area here, one area here. So we have different placements now. It's still not perfect, but at least now we have some kind of location where people are. I think we'll have to find a better solution in the future, like literally just spawn a few location where we have a trebuchet and people around it, and like more logical location. Maybe there's like a group of archers somewhere, a group of spearmen with a shield. But now at least we have we start to see more interesting shapes, because since we have a group of people, the arrows are a bit more not just spread everywhere. It's like a bit more logical. I think we just need more people now. And they need to not collide too much, so we have to do some elimination of when two bodies are colliding. Yeah. Why do we do twice? Oh, that's the trebuchet. There's two trebuchets always. Okay. Okay. Well, they are not really placed anywhere. There's no one controlling the trebuchet, so we have to improve that. Okay, we can put even more people and see. Wow, that's too much. But I want to try to plot that and see how it goes. Okay, frequency can go higher, I think. And I think the y coordinate is... Oh yeah, okay, y offset, okay. So this is controlling... Oh, I forgot about that, okay. So I think we can increase that to have more y offset between people, okay. And now here we have a security to not put someone in the water. So we have like a 1 centimeter margin. Well, now they are literally everywhere, which is a bit weird. It's like we have to make two noise, one high frequency noise and one lower frequency. So we make like a group of people, but then in that group there is like subgroups. This could be one way to do it, but I'm still not satisfied. I don't know why. Okay, let's see if we make it more rare. Thanks for the follow, Evac Jack. We have no notification. Why is there nothing? I don't know what happened to my notification. Sorry for that. Sounds like I have to reconnect all my tools. And welcome here. What's up? I'm good. And you? Where are you from? How did you know my stream? Always curious to know. Okay, so I'm going to pen plot one of these. I think I'm going to put 2 castles. Just for fun. Okay, we can move this logic again, which will randomly choose 1 or 2 castle, I think. 1.5 plus. Okay, well, we'll see. Well, everything becomes weird if there's if there's multiple castle, and unless they are splitted apart. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, no, I think at the end the idea is still to have only one castle, but it's going to be more complex castle, not just 2 towers with a chapel. Oh, there were a bug just before I. Okay, well, we'll see how we improve that. Okay, my current your stream, and maybe I can help you out with your Twitch custom graphic. Okay, yeah. My stream setup is pretty basic because I have a lot of camera and stuff. I have made some fancy. Yeah, I can also share you my Discord. I have made some more advanced stuff here, but it's more like in a specific occasion where we have an interactive stream, where like everyone can control stuff, and the plotter is like drawing in real time. But yeah, apart from that, for my basic scenes, we don't have a lot of layout yet. Yeah, I always wanted to make some kind of fancy dynamic layout where like you have like even stickman people walking around or whatever. There's so many stuff to do. Like with programming, everything is possible, but it just needs some time. Okay, we'll get some paper. No. Not again. My camera is dead again. What? Oh, that's again my phone died. My phone battery died for the top camera, so it's actually frozen. Sorry for that. That's a shame. Okay, I will try to do a second plot, and we will use a fountain pen this time, trying to see how it looks like if we have that much people in the mountains and stuff. Because here on the using gel pen, white gel pen on black, it went pretty okay, but still it's like I'm a bit scared about the fountain pen part. Like, do we have too much density or on the paper? Or it will look like. So I was thinking trying out this. Okay, let's see. Do we have our camera back? I think we do. Shortly. Fountain pens, yeah, like if you draw too much strokes and with a fountain pen, it mostly can damage the paper at some point. Okay, what's going on with my camera again? Ah, okay, it's back. Nice. So I should be able to, to zoom. Okay, so on my fancy axis draw, I have set up the servo motor, the brushless servo motor, which we can see here. It's a better version of the previous one, which was a basic servo motor. Here, it's actually powered with like more voltage, I think. Anyway, it's a bit more powerful than before, and we have like a spring, so it can, instead of just letting the pen fall, now it can push on the paper, so we can have some pressure on the paper, which is good for this kind of jelly roll gel pen we just used. But for fountain pen, it's, well, I don't think it can be a problem that much for fountain pen. But it's more reliable anyway, like, to have a bit more pressure than just the gravity, just letting the pen fall. It's sometimes too light. So it's good to have an extra pressure. But now for the fountain pen, we want to position this. So I have also an extra thing here which allows to rotate. So I have just 2 screws to unscrew, and here I can rotate to any angle I want. And for fountain pen, we want 45 degree. I mean, it's possible to plot like vertically with the fountain pen, but it's preferable to not damage the paper, and not damage the nib, I guess, to just draw it with a 45 degree. So yeah. Okay, so I should be set now. Okay, cool. Well, let's see. So I have to pick. I now have to pick a prototype to plot. So okay, let's generate a lot of variations, and we will pick one from them. Okay, so it's getting generated as we speak quite quickly. And now we just can take one interesting prototype. Or we also want to improve the C. Oh yeah, we said we wanted to experiment something. So before actually plotting something, I would prefer to improve the way the shape are getting reflected in the water. I'm not satisfied yet. Right now, we were just sampling a bunch of points and like projecting them on the water side and just make a straight line out of this. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not liking anymore this idea. Like, I want something a bit more innovative, a bit new. So let's see. What I want to start first is just literally projecting the same stroke on the bottom, so making like a symmetry. So on the downside, we are going to just have the same object as on the top. And I'm not even sure we can do it easily. Let's see. Where is this? Project. No, what was this called? Reflectables. Oh, okay. We didn't preserve the. Oh yeah, we just pushed some points, not. What are the reflectables? Oh, see. Oh yeah, it's okay. Okay, so here we are iterating over the routes, and here we are iterating over points. What if we just make a new line? Okay, so we have route. What if we just project that on the bottom part? And we don't do that anymore. Okay, we are going to comment out this part, and we will calculate the projection. So we are going to map all the points. And the formula is quite easy. It's just the y coordinate. So the x is going to be the same. And the y coordinate is 2 times the center minus the y. That's doing a projection on the other side of the center of the horizon. And now we just going to push that. Where do we push that? In new shapes. Okay, so what happens now? Nice. Okay, so here it makes it more interesting, but we don't want an exact projection. Like we don't want the literally the mirror effect. We just want to alter it now to show it's actually the water part. So yeah, I wasn't sure what to do from that point then. Because we need to destruct a bit, like to do something. To cut the line in pieces maybe, or because we can do crazy stuff. We can do random displacement. But then it's even crazier. I mean, it's going to be bolder on the... Nope. But then it can follow a noise. Anyway, I think there's something, there's an idea along that path, but I don't know how exactly I want it to be done. Like how to make this lighter. Well, we can skip some randomly skip some stroke, but that makes it glitchy. Yeah, that's the part I'm not sure how to achieve, because here it was interesting, but too crazy. Or we do both. But then it's too bold. It's too dark. So it's like we have to cut into pieces and randomly skip some, maybe. I have to make an utility to that, like to do that, like splitting, like you have a polyline with like a lot of points, and you want to splice it in multiple parts. Like each centimeter, you want a segment, and then you randomly remove some of the segment. Maybe that's the way I want to implement it. But then we shuffle a bit the segment as well. We like displace it. Yeah, there's so many ways to make it better, I think. Yeah, the frame is on paper. It's darker than on the digital. Like the small stroke when we. It's always lighter on the digital previews than on the physical, because on the physical, when you do very small stroke, it's going to put more ink. Like the fact the pen is going to push and do a small stroke. It's going to be a bit more disappointing. But yeah, I think there's like a balance between these two ideas. Like, okay, a bit of random stroke, but also a bit of true reflection, but remove some line maybe. So yeah, I think I'm close to something. So I can just slice lines, slice polylines. It's like you want to do every centimeter. Oh, this is in millimeter, so every 5 millimeter, 4 millimeter, whatever. Then we iterate over some sub-routes on which we can do again oh my god, this is going what are we doing here? Oh, projection, okay. For route in okay, so let's try to implement this slice polygon, slice polyline. So the goal will be to take a random arbitrary route, then a length, like a segment length, and we will return a bunch of polylines. Okay, can copilot generate everything for me, please? Let's see. Wow, yes, it does, more or less. I don't know if it's correct. Let's see. Okay, so routes, L, length, okay, I, previews, okay, Euclidean distance, seems to be correct, hold on. Length plus D, distance, okay. If it's higher than the segment, then we need to cut, so we lerp. Okay, that seems correct. Push, prev, and P. P become prev. Everything is correct so far, that's crazy. Length. Why is it becoming 0 again? Okay, that's the part I'm not sure. It feels like these two parts are reversed. Okay, previous become current. Okay, that seems okay. Why? Okay. Okay, is this still working? No. Yeah, I think the algorithm is fucked up. The one inferred by copilot, I think there's a wrong logic. Come on, what? Well, that's a good way to test the algorithm at least. Yeah, I think this should go here and this one here. Nope. Okay, what is length? Well, it was close. It was close to something, but previous current. But wait, why is like I think this is wrong. Y should be 1. Because here we are actually evaluating what? This makes no sense. Okay, well, he tried. He tried to do it, but nope. Never trust the AI. Because here I think there were some logic that was making sense, but something is wrong in this. Here it should be okay. So we should split the routes by their original segment. Oh yeah, it's like we have to keep accumulating routes. No, yeah, it's wrong. We have to. Yeah, the goal is to split. There's two cases. Either the segment is higher than the. Oh, that's a pain. How do we do this properly? We want to cut in an exact length the original route. Okay, so we have to accumulate the length. Okay, that's making sense. Okay, and we are going to build a new segment, which is going to be a bunch of points, possibly. Okay, and initially we are going to have the previous point, which means we don't need that variable. Oh no, that's complex. Okay, so this is like the next. And so we know segment is always filled, so we can say, okay, what is yeah, now it's better to have a previous, because we may have more than 1 point. Okay, so what is the distance between prev and next? Then it's like we have to accumulate all the segments until it's, okay, while oh la la, that's a nightmare. Okay, while length plus d lower than segment length, segment push next, add the d, iterate, prev become next. But then there is something to cut. If oh, that's a nightmare. Now we have to add I'm a bit lost here. Yeah, it's so complex. Simple stuff, but so complex. There's so many cases I'm lost in all the possibilities. Because either we have too much increment, like small steps, and we have to accumulate, but also at the end we have to cut exactly at that length. Okay, so here it means we are safe to push next and to move on. That means here we can return routes. We can like push the segment and return routes. Otherwise, we continue. And when we continue, possibly we finish here. And that means we need to cut because we have not reached the end. Okay. Current. Previous between, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Between previous and next. What is next? No, that's not the... That's not correct. Next is not recalculated. Oh, that's... that's a nightmare. I think we have to calculate D as well. I think we don't need that loop inside here. It seems like overkill. Like it seems like we do twice. Yeah. Welcome to the world of algorithms. Okay. getting lost now. Okay, I think we push current. I think then prev become current. We push that segment. Well, I have no clue if everything I do here is correct, but we'll see. What? Segment. Okay. Well, that seems to do something, but I see some weird glitch here. But I think it's okay. Maybe it's a SVG glitch. Because we have like splitted the parts. So we have a sublines now. Okay, I think it does work, but well, we'll see. That was a long time. It was slow coding. Okay, let's see in practice if we lower this and we just randomly will skip. So I think same logic as here, like based on the probability, we just skip. Okay, and if we make smaller. This probability is too low now. But, well, there is some idea. It's quite interesting. Let's see if we put 0.5. Okay. Well, it's... We see the fact it's too regular. But apart from that, it does work. Now, if we mix with the older way, and maybe we make that random. So it doesn't align. Oh, that's a mess. That's a bit messy, but okay, try something. Okay, if we make this probability the actual I think we don't want to reflect the arrows. Oh, you know the arrow should be lighted. Like we should have some yellow, some red. Actually, I was. Do we have red? I think I was planning to have 3 colors, like black for the mountain, yellow for the sun, and the third color will be the human color, like the fires. So yeah, I think we can have a small dot on the, okay. Let's see. That means the arrow projectile needs to return the color now. How do we represent the color? Sphere is not used. And then I want to plot something, please. Once, like, every time I plot something, it has to prove something, and like we have to make a prototype to prove that this is sustainable, like the amount of strokes here. Okay, where the fuck is this? Oh no 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 no. Too much code. Reflect shapes. Okay, use size. Okay, so use size. Then where's that? Okay, so this is 0, and that's like the black, and the red is going to be here. And we will make some fire. So we'll have a P3, which is like, I don't know, like a small extend. Okay, so here we are going to directly push into routes, but also we have to reflect them. So let's make projectile. Great. Okay, that was a lot of time for this, but oops. I hope it's satisfying. We'll have to test this idea first. Oh, that's very small. So wait, what is... Damn, we had an arrow already, which was making a triangle, I think. Should we make that? Or like straight line? Well, we'll never know. Or maybe we just make it percentage of that. Wow, that's a mess. Reflectable. Stroke length base. Maybe we need to use that. Stroke length base. I think we need to use this here. Ah, yeah, something is weird here. Oh yeah, because we cannot simply just do that. Okay, I'm trying to figure out something, but yeah, something to improve in the future about that. Yeah, I think we need to mix this idea to follow exactly the mountain versus this weird reflection, like spreading the position. Yeah, it's too exact. So we need a bit of both. Like maybe the displacement is shared. Okay. I think there were this idea that the sun is having less reflection because there is too much density. But at the same time, because it's light, it should be more present, I guess. Okay. Well, that feels a bit less random, a bit more organized, following the shape above, but we still have too much randomness. That's weird. Okay. I think I spent a lot of time on this, and I'm still not satisfied. So we'll try with that, and well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's something. Something to figure out. Because I like the idea to still see the mountain reflected. Okay, and for the boat, what about only having one and bigger? Because that's like so messed up. Close to horizon, maybe we just... Like we have to occupy the space and maybe it needs to crop out the reflection. Yeah, I think it needs to crop out the reflection. Did we reflect it yet here? Not yet. Why do we make the boat in this section? That makes no sense. Why are we... Okay. So after the reflection, we need to... We need to put the C items here. And we clip. Oh, we are not even having any... Okay, well. Yeah, we need to clip. Okay, well, that's getting somewhere anyway. Yeah, let's try to make... Let's try to make a projectile for the siege machine. Yeah, that I just found out that we don't have just a function called projectile that will return our position and angle. So yeah, we have it now. And we can clone that for making the siege, for making the fireball. And that's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, I want to have like a trail. And for the trail, we pick a random percentage, I think. Okay. So for the ball itself, we are going to sample randomly a bunch of points, and we make random stuff with it. We have this center, it's P, so okay. So it's a fireball, so it's okay. Let's try this. Just trying out something a bit random here. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. I'm trying an idea. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, maybe we make it one line. It's going to zigzag to make like the smoke. It's going to do a weird zigzag trail. Why don't we use that yet? Oh yeah, we don't need it. Okay. And now finally we can use it on the trebuchet. Where is the trebuchet position here? Okay. Position. We'll take same ideas as here. Okay, we have the exact same ideas as in this code, except we are going to do a fireball projectile. Wow. Well, I was expecting messy, but this one is quite weird. Okay. Yeah, I was expecting it to be messy. What? Okay, it looks like the coordinate is weird. Maybe we just make it red all along. It's more obvious. But why is it suddenly turning like that? Okay, I will have a change of plan. Oh là là. This is a mess. Nothing makes sense anymore. Okay. Well, I want to try something to be sure. What's going on with this trajectory? Why is it like suddenly turning? I think my formula is wrong. Damn, that's not what I wanted to modify. No, actually, it's okay, but trebuchet should return another position. Okay. Just missing. What? Okay, so half of the time we make a trebuchet projectile. Okay. Okay, let's be done with it. We are going to generate a bunch of results and we will pick one and plot it, and that's it. That's gonna be it for today. We have very minimalistic choices so far, but yeah, we'll see. Wow. This one is kind of cool. Okay. Okay, I'm going to select some. I'm not sure about this idea to use red color, by the way. But what's wrong with this trajectory is something I don't really understand here. I think my formula is weird. Ooh! I don't think the fireball should be using red for the trail. Oh, that's weird as well. I think we'll have to see. We'll have to test. I think we have to make one in black actually. Ah, that's not easy. Okay. I like this idea to make an hybrid red-black stroke. We'll see about that. Okay, let's try this one maybe. Okay, that's test of fire. Okay, finally we can start a plot. So we are going to plot with fountain pens. Okay, positioning is correct. Just pen camera, please. Yes. All right, we have it. Okay, so layers. Layers 1 is amber. Wow, what about the autofocus? Stop it. Okay, so it's more logical to follow in order. Like that. It's just that we make some interruption, but I just fear we make too much stroke here. And there's not enough displacement to... There is a bit of displacement as you can see here, but doesn't really makes it so interesting, I think. Well, we'll see on the final result. We need maybe to make it wavy, following like waves, not just Y displacement. But still looks cool. Let me check something on the camera. Okay, so is this any better now? I have limited the FPS of the camera to 12 FPS. And yeah, we don't have any latency anymore, so I think 30 FPS is too fast. Maybe we can go 15 because here it's definitely too low. Oh, 16. Okay. And I have to disable the autofocus. Can this be configured as well? I don't know. Oh, that's already quite a lot of stroke for the sun reflection. Okay, so for the red, I will start with brilliant red, which is very, very shiny red, but maybe I need a darker red. We will see later. So that's a fireball here. Now we have the trail, and we will have another fireball. And the fireball will have black trail as well. It's going to overlap. So it's like made of red and black. And here are all the arrows fire. Like the top of the arrow. I think we need a dark red, or like I'm not even sure I want to do this red distinction. I think it's going too cartoony or too low quality. Like not enough minimalistic if we go that way. So maybe we need a dark red. or just we stay black. I'm not yet sure about this idea. Well, we'll have to see with the black now. Okay. Well, now comes the black lines, which are the slowest ones. Well, this was. I don't know if it was a productive stream. I don't know if it was that interesting, but we at least have made some progress on the arrows, on the projectile, on the clouds, on the placement, more or less, but still pretty basics. On the reflection and yeah, the projectile, the arrows and the fireballs. But yeah, still a lot of a lot of things to polish, a lot of things to continue building. I think next time we may focus on the castle because it's like the important piece. And try to decompose the castle into multiple ideas. I think we have to make different kind of building inside that castle and make it a bit more interesting. We also have to build to think a bit about the mountains, or they should be shaped. I think it's not the best shape right now. Like, I think it needs to be a bit more interesting, like having crazy mountains where the castle is with some kind of bridge to access it, and then attackers will have to cross that bridge, so they have to everything have to be like placed along where the castle is. So yeah, a lot of stuff to still build and imagine. But yeah, I like today's progress, but I just don't foresee the end yet, because we still have a lot of stuff to build. All right, that's it for you in YouTube side, and see you on the next episode.